Hey, it's Whit Levon, and I am nervous. As you can see by the title of this video, I am finally reading Bloodmarked. I'm not ready. It's been months and I'm still not ready for this book. I'm so nervous. I have a good friend. We usually buddy read certain things together, and we've been waiting for our schedules to match up. And so April 2023, I'm finally reading Bloodmarked. We are finally reading Bloodmarked. So I'm starting today. It's Monday, April 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, something. I don't know. I want to give you some of my theories and predictions before we get started. First of all, obviously, if you haven't read Legendborn by Tracy Deonn, please click out of this video. I do not want you to get spoiled. Legendborn is chef's kiss, très magnifique, one of the best YA books out there right now, and I would really love for you to read it on your own. But once you do read it, come on back and let's talk about Bloodmarked. So my predictions, let's tackle the big one first, is this impending love triangle that we've got going on. I've had plenty of time to think about it because it took so long for Bloodmarked to come out. I've had plenty of time to think about it, and I kind of feel like it's not gonna be team Sal or team, I feel like it's gonna be team Bree. I feel like Bree is gonna end up being on her own. Actually, that's more of a third book prediction, but I feel like in this book, one of the boys is gonna be out. I feel like I just that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And whoever's left, we're gonna be rooting for them in book 3, and then in book 3, even they're gonna dip. I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. In fact, one of my other predictions, I feel like Nick is going to turn into a villain. I feel like his dad has pumped him up to be this person. And I think at first, right now, in between book 1 and 2, in the in-between space, he's cool with Bree being author. He's pumped. I feel like he doesn't care. He's a win is a win. But I feel like between his dad and I feel like there's going to be some type of mental mind games, but I feel like Nick is going to come to a point where he really feels not that Bree took that from him, because it's not really her fault or even anything she did. If you want to blame anybody, you can blame the oppressor. But I feel like he's going to be so angry that he is not living up to his own expectations. I feel like that anger is going to come out and it is going to affect Bree. Even if it's not directed at her, I feel like it's going to affect Bree. I feel like, okay, and here's the reason why I just want to get this out here. And here's my prediction. I don't know if it's going to come true in 2 or 3. I would love for it to not come true. But Sal is bound to Nick. And okay, if there's a happy ending, I don't feel like there's going to be a happy ending, by the way. Let me just put that out there. On book 3, I feel like we're going to be sad. I feel like we're going to be I wish it would have da-da-da-da. It's going to be I just feel like it's going to be balanced. It's going to be balanced. It's going to be a little bit of good with a little bit of bad. But it would be nice if Nick and Sal got together. If we're going along with my prediction that it's going to be Team Bree on her own, or she's not going to have a love interest, if she doesn't have a love interest at the end, it would be nice if Nick and Sal could rekindle what they had, ? I don't know. There's just so many options. I don't even remember what I was saying. That's if Nick keeps being good. Honestly, if Nick is bad though, can you imagine a villain Nick with Sal? Bruh. Bruh. But anyway, okay. Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying that Sal is already connected to Nick. No matter what his feelings are for Bree, he's bound to Nick. So who's gonna now be bound to Bree? Who's now going to protect her? I feel like Alice is gonna come into play. Alice like showed up and showed out at the end of book 1, and I feel like she's gonna get some training, and she's gonna be like, ain't nobody gonna roll up on Bree. I feel like she's going to. I really would love that. I definitely think she's gonna have a larger role in book 2 for sure, but like I would love to see Alice like protecting Bree, and like those two girls just walking in, you know, and just taking care of business. I would love that. Other than that, I don't know. I don't know. There's so many things that could happen in this book. So I think those are my predictions. I don't know if I'll see them in 2 or 3 or not at all, but those are my thoughts. So what I'm going to do, I think... So here's the other thing. I am not reading on my Kindle. I am reading a physical book. Let me grab it. Yeah, that's the girl. That's the girl. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be reading a physical book for the first time in over a year, and I'm very excited about that too. I've gotten good with annotating on Kindle, but I'm not 100% comfortable annotating a physical book yet. But I'm just happy just to be reading a physical book. So it's raining right now, and I don't know if that is an omen for this book or not, but I'm going to head out to the porch. We have an enclosed porch in the front, and let's read in the rain. Let's do this. We ran so you would not have to. Like, the strength that has, the meaning that has. Oh, I love Tracy Deon's writing. That was just the prologue, man. Oh, I'm excited. All right, I stopped at chapter 2 last night because I really am trying to take this slow and not like inhale this entire book. So at the end of chapter 2, we've met Douglas, and I don't know how to feel about him because he could be a third love interest. Or they could be assigning Douglas to Bree to train her. Or they could be assigning Douglas for protection. Or they could be assigning Douglas for protection or training. And then they end up ordering him to kill her. So like there's so many ways that this could go. But everybody else in that field, I don't trust him. I don't trust him, not at all. Like everybody in there, offensive side eye, criminal, offensive, bombastic side eye. Okay, especially for Rana, whatever his name is. I do not trust you at all. Okay, nobody. No, I don't trust nobody right now. Okay, obviously Sel and William, but. Yeah, so it's just like, you know how they say like it's anyone's game right now, like it's any like it just could go any sort of way. We're only in chapter 2 here. Dang. I call setup. That's a setup. That's a setup. It's a setup. It's a setup. I call it. It's a setup. There's no way. There's no way. It's a setup. I'm on page 40. I'm on page 40. That's all I can tell you right now is I'm on page 40. Sel stares at me while directing his answer to Erebus. Yes. Larkin? Tracy knows she did him wrong for that. His name is Larkin. Larkin. I knew it. Sel is already bound to Nick. As much as he wants to stick around with Bree, as much as he wants to keep her safe, sorry, babe, you're already spoken for. I knew it. I knew it. Now the question is, Douglas is going to be guarding her. The question is, can we trust him? Even if he wants to do right by her, can we trust the orders that he's given? Will he choose orders or Bree? I knew it. I motherfucking called it. I motherfucking called it. Whoa. I just finished part one. I was not expecting that, but I'm happy. There were so many things going wrong, as one does when you're a fantasy book. There were so many things going wrong. But the end of part one, I'm like, okay, thank you. Like, let's get some positivity back in here. Let's do some things. So I'm really excited about the prospect of what might come in part two. I am going to pause on Bloodmarked right now because I don't know where my friend is. Because I think I said this already, but we're buddy reading. I don't know where she is in the book, so I'm going to pause for now. Alessa Thorne just released Dance of the Forest King a few days ago. Today's Thursday. I think she came out with it Tuesday or Monday. Maybe Monday. So I haven't read it yet. I'm very excited. I'm working on a carousel for Instagram that's like tweets of all of the Wrath of Fae characters. So I need to go ahead and read this book so I can finish my last like picture and then I can post it on Instagram. I'll try to put it on the screen here so you can see it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and read that now and I'll catch you later. I think it's been about 2 weeks since the last time I filmed for this book. Whoops. But work has been quite crazy. But I just got an arc for Grim and Barrett. It's the last book in the Stay a Spell series by Juliet Cross. I did not think I was gonna get this. I'm so excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited about this. So like I need to get back into Bloodmarked and I need to finish. Like I'm not gonna finish by the time I start reading Grim and Barrett, but like I need to really get into it and like get deep into it because the way my brain works, if I get excited about something and I like go off on that tangent, whatever I was doing before, if I'm not like deep into it, it'll be months before I touch it because mood reader. So last time we talked, I believe I had finished part one and we had a little bit of I think I said in this video that there's going to be spoilers because I'm going to talk to you about this book. So if I didn't say that, spoilers incoming. But she is doing her little like official Arthur deal and she sees all the knights at the round table and she looks over at Lancelot. She touches his hand and Nick can hear her and see her and she can see him. And that's it. That's just where it ended on part one. So I'm so excited they finally get to talk. He can like tell her where she is or where he is. Like she can like say like, hey, we're coming to help you. Like just, I'm so glad that they can finally communicate because what's going on with Sel, it's its own problem. Maybe he can tell her like the best way to deal with this. He can tell her who to trust, who not to trust. Because right now I don't trust anybody. Okay. So I'm so excited to see what's going to happen next. So we're going to get back into Bloodmarked because, and I'm so excited about Grim and Barrett. Let's do it. Yay. I'm on chapter 15 and like, what the absolute heck? Like, how is someone supposed to have a conversation with you? I'm on the second page of chapter 15. How is somebody supposed to have a conversation with you when you just did that? The cavalry is coming. The cavalry is coming. The cavalry is coming. Okay. I'm gonna make it real quick. I'm at the end of chapter 34, and I just need to say, Alice Chen must be so tired from consistently carrying the game. She's consistently carrying the team Okay, Alice Chen. Alice Chen, are you tired, honey? Do you need a nap? Do you need a blanket? Do you need a hot chocolate, Alice? Because you are consistently carrying the team. Alice Chen for the win. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Alice Chen. She just makes me so happy. She just makes me so happy. I don't need to be the main character. I need to be the Alice Chen in life. Okay, we're done talking about some main character energy. No, we need Alice Chen energy. That's what we need. Okay, bye. I should really be asleep right now. It's almost 1 a.m. But I am on the last chapter of Bloodmarked, and everything is wrong. I'm about to start the chapter, but I already looked to see how many pages were in here, and I realized that chapter 60 is the last one. I thought that something absolutely abhorrently terrible had happened. Now I'm realizing that there's a possibility that it could be reversed, but everything is still terrible. I kind of want to throw up. And I don't think that this last chapter is going to make it any better. I feel tears in my eyes. Everything is wrong. Everything is on fire. Everything is wrong. And I get it that that's what the second book in a trilogy is meant to be like, because then in the third book, everything will get fixed. But everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. And I don't know how to handle this. I feel so many emotions, I can't even name them. They're literally swirling around in my heart and in my mind, and I can't even pull one out to tell you about it. So many things are happening. We have literally not caught. Okay, I take that back. We caught one break in this entire. You see how thick this book is? We caught one break in the entire thing, which I mean is an amazing feat for Tracy Deonn for a second book in a trilogy to keep things moving. Where you're always wondering what's happening next. You're always oh my gosh. That is huge. And so I don't want to diminish that. But on the other side, oh my gosh, we could not catch a break. I haven't been vlogging for maybe the last half of the book, just because I said, I haven't been able to catch a break. We as readers, there's no breaks in here. And so I was vlog or read, and I was read. I don't care. I need to know what's going on. So sorry about that, but I just want to in the midst of everything that's going wrong, I do want to say that there was a moment with a waterfall, if you've read the book, and that was just the sweetest. I don't think I've ever seen this. I don't know. If you know what I'm talking about, put the comments. Okay, go to the comments. I'll talk about it there. That was really, I was holding my breath that entire chapter. What? Where is this going? And I loved where it went. That's what I'll say. But I thought that I would go ahead and finish us out because I said, I haven't been doing well with vlogging, but I want to go ahead and finish us out and read the last chapter on film. And I'm so scared, but I'm I know I want answers and she's not going to give them. I know I'm about to be disappointed and left on edge, and that scares me. I'm truly scared. I truly have fear. Do you see the fear in my eyes? I'm truly scared about what I'm about to read in this chapter, but let's go. What? What is she trying to say here? Excuse you? I said, oh my gosh. No, this girl didn't say strength, power, control. The very things that Arthur said to her. Bro. Well, that's that. Tracy Dion. Why? Why, Tracy? Why, Tracy? I know you did not just end this book like that. I know you did not just end this book like that. I know, like, look at me. Look at me. Let's be for real. Let's be so for real right now. Tracy Dion. I know you did not just end this book like this. Ma'am. Ma'am. Don't you know that's against the rules? Don't you know there are laws against this? Are you flipping kidding me? Where is this? Where? She really ended this book like this. She really, I keep turning the page like something else is gonna be here, but it's not. It's just the chart. Like, she really ended the book like this. Not the smoke and the empty air. Not smoke and empty air. What did I tell you? Oh, what did I tell you? What did I tell you about this chapter? What did I tell you about this chapter? And I was right. Not the smoke and the empty air. Oh my God. Oh my God. Wow. I will tell you this. I'm so glad that I read this already. Like, I forgot about it when I was reading chapter 51, but then I was like chapter 54 and I was like, oh yeah. So I went back and read it. I'm so glad I read it then and I'm not getting to the end of the book and then reading this, because it wasn't something, I'm just going to be honest. When I read it, during the story, when I read it, I was like, okay. And if I finished this and I was left like that and then read this, I would be pissed. I would be like, how dare you give me any other words except the words that I need, the words that I want right now. So I'm really glad I read it. And look, honestly, looking back, like, it was nice. It's just that, like, in the middle of all of that trauma and drama and things going wrong, like, I don't want to hear your cute little sabs, you know, I don't want to hear the story. But that's just me and in my feelings, because this book puts you in your feelings. I can't believe she said smoke and empty air. I'm going to be thinking about that for like 3 days. The smoke and the empty air. That's how you left us? That's how you left us? Did you see my eye twitch? I can't believe smoke and empty air. She said smoke and empty air. That's how she left us. I want to cry so bad. I want to cry. Smoke and empty air, Tracy Deonn. Smoke and empty air. I don't know. How am I supposed to live my life right now? I need to see when I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to end the video right now. Excuse me. I'm going to end this clip right now because I'm pretty sure I'm just going to sit here dumbfounded and stunned for like the next 30 minutes probably. And you don't need to see that. But I really have nothing else to say. I keep wanting to look back at the page and make sure there's nothing else, but there's nothing else. That's how she left us. Smoke and empty air is how she left us in this book. It's like sitting down to a restaurant and they bring you water and they take your order and they say right away, no worries. Well, it'll be right out. And then you watch them walk around the rest of the restaurant and you watch them give people their drinks and their food and you're still at the table with your water. And you watch everybody pay and leave and you're still at the table with your water. And you watch them sweep and wipe the tables down and put the chairs on the tables and you're still sitting there with your water. And then you watch them leave and lock up and you're just in the building with your water, never got your food. That's how I feel at the end of this book. On smoke and empty air, she left us. So like there's no end to the feeling that I have right now because I just feel so so unsatisfied. I feel so unsatisfied with smoke and empty air. I can't believe that. Now that I'm over it, the big reveal at the end, I just want to say that I called it from the beginning. But I still didn't see that coming. Even when Arthur asked, "How did you get here?" that still didn't click in my mind as foreshadowing. I didn't see that coming. Wow. Smoke and empty air. So it's been a little over a week since I finished Bloodmarked, and it's still hard to know what to say about it. There was just the richness of Tracy's storytelling. It's truly something that you can like sink your teeth into. There were so many, like the way that she talks about call and response between Bree and Nick, there was so much call and response in, like, I hope this makes sense, but like in the book, like you're just seeing, for example, the way that Arthur said strength, power, and then she comes back at the end. First of all, the fact that like each part was named after that, then it was volition, then it was as a king, like that was so important. Like just this book shows you how much words matter and why words matter. Like there are just so many moments like that just like you look at it and you're like, oh, that was cold. Like it's just so flipping good. It's so good. I mean, yeah, was it tumultuous? Did I cry? Oh my goodness, was my world flipped upside down? Yes. But I loved every second of it. It was so good. It was such a good book. We're not even going to get into the last page. You've already watched me spiral. I'm not going to do it again. We don't have a date. For the next book. So you and I will just, we'll just be sitting here twiddling our thumbs, acting like we're really living when we're just husks of human beings until the next book. You know how it is, the life of a reader. But I hope that you enjoyed this reaction video. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I hope that you know that you are loved and valued, and I hope that you know that you matter, not because of what you do or what you say or how you act or how you respond, but simply because you exist. And I love you. I hope you're having a great day. Bye.